3, 2, 1.
Yo, we got your back when you driving to work or driving home. If you on a plane or you at the gym or you home alone, all you gotta do to listen to the shows, turn on your phone. Two Ugly Nerds podcast, tell you what's going on. This is the podcast.
Eric is ugly and would not judge anybody else.
There's no other insult.
When did you learn that you were
Two Ugly Nerds podcast.
Welcome to the
What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Two Nerds podcast, niggas from the Black Nerd community. I am your host, Derek, the podcast guy, rejoining you after a slight break phase thingy. I don't even know what you call it. But you got 3 episodes, and I'm saying that because they actually were uploaded today, this morning. You got you got 3 on your head tops. Go check them out. Let us know about Black Panther. Just a little late. But anyways, man, I am also always joined by Ian Bizarre Music audio engineer / super producer, the father dad himself.
What it do, baby?
Okay, well, extra flavor on that one.
A little harmonized.
Okay.
I like that. I like that. You can help
little
hold the note.
Yeah,
I respect it. I didn't expect that to come out.
above and beyond. I see.
I didn't expect the vibrato to come in either.
All this pressure on me now for mine.
It's this tea, man, you know.
Okay, and you got the tea too. I'm slipping.
Really opening up your throat.
I ain't say that. I ain't come back.
Tea can be good for you. Am I right?
I can't even say what I was gonna. I can't even follow that up because everything I say now is gonna sound gay.
I'm also always joined by Geronimo, Mr. Nintendo, our resident pro streamer, the console consultant.
Yes, sir. What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
I don't be rapping. I might be taxing them. Yeah.
Oh man,
that RDC Road video.
you heard it first.
I'll say it, man.
No, I said it. Yeah, you did hear it first. You heard it here first.
You did hear it.
I guarantee you, somewhere on this podcast, I completely off topic told y'all Eminem was trash.
Yeah. It was probably a cold open. Yeah, for sure.
He's had better times
All I'm saying is
a long time ago.
he a trash nigga with 2 classic albums. That's all I'm saying. I'll give him 2.
That's probably right.
Giving him 2.
That's probably right.
I'm giving him 2.
I mean, I can't think of 3.
It's just been a real rough downhill ride for that man. Anyways, guys, let's get into some real dope shit.
We bike.
We are bike, and we are going to jump right into technically
speaking. So a few pods back, we spoke about the Artmeis I mission, which is meant to get us back to the moon since 1969.
Oh, yeah, apparently.
The same mission was delayed, I think, about 3 times since we spoke about it. One of those times, well, twice since we spoke about it, but once before. One of those times was component malfunction, and the most recent one was the weather condition, thanks to he who must not be named. This time, finally got it out of here. We got out of here during our hiatus, November 16th. We bring it up now because the Orion rocket is back. It has returned from its flight to the moon and back.
Supposedly.
Bike.
Yes, this is the first mission. The second one is going to, I think it's going to have some cargo and a mannequin.
It is so scary, bro. Just
and then
go.
The next, the third mission.
Okay.
The third mission is going to be manned.
Yo,
I'm sure there's somebody raring to go on that next one.
Send me. I'll go, bro.
No, we got to keep the pod.
He said, no, we need you.
We got to keep the pod together. Oh, guys.
Send this right there to the
like, man, you be up, man. You sure really up in space, bro? I don't really think so.
We're gonna send that nigga Derek.
This really does feel like the atmosphere behind it.
I'm gonna come back and be like, nah, that shit was fake, bro. That shit, nigga, we was on Space Mountain, bro. That shit was
the whole way.
That shit was bullshit.
It's nothing but green screen that happened since the 60s, bro.
Dog.
Hollywood's in it.
Oh, bro. I was on the same shit they
shit.
did to shoot House of the Dragon, bro. That's all that was, bro. We ain't going nowhere.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be funny.
I'd be so pissed if I was the people on the mission. Like, this nigga still don't believe it.
Yeah,
He sent that nigga out to dust off the rock, the space dust off of the windshield, and he still don't believe that he was out there.
Man, I ain't never been to the Sahara, man. We was somewhere out there, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, it was nighttime the whole time, and all the rest of it.
All right, man.
Dark. Allegedly.
But yeah, that's the thing, man. We making headway.
You've seen the Truman Show.
All right, well, hopefully these especially that next one and the third one, they get to that one for sure. Hopefully those are successful.
Yeah, they say the second mission is slated for 2024, so not too far from now.
Oh man, that's a
whole
lot can happen.
year.
A lot can happen.
And then that is true.
And year plus.
They're gonna delay that shit. Be like, oh, there was some other
couple more $1 billion of
inconsistencies.
government funding. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, and then Artemis 3 is allegedly occurring on the 2026 at the earliest, they say. So, yeah.
And then we'll get 2 more years of funding after that. Hey, man.
Well, I mean, after that, that's when they're going to start sending like shit out there to start building a base, I assume, so that we can really kick off the flight over to Mars and such.
In 20 something, we're not alive.
We're not going to be alive to see, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Speak for yourself.
Speak for
yourself. I'll be old in my one chair.
I'm a fighter.
Like, damn, they actually did it.
Yeah, facts.
Let me VR call Derek in here right quick. Yep. Just tap side of glasses and some shit. Like, yo, you see this shit?
Y'all see this? Yo.
They actually up there touching shit in space and shit. What the fuck? Mars?
Mars, nigga. Mars. Yeah. That's the that's the goal, man. That's the goal. So
it is the goal. Man.
I'll keep an eye on it, on the progress.
All right, we'll be here to cover it.
Out of
Ian is our NASA correspondent.
That's right.
I ain't gotta be all that. I could just be the technically speaking correspondent.
That's true. Broaden the brand, keep it broad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't want to pigeonhole into NASA.
Nigga Ian be defending NASA, SpaceX like his life depend on it.
I just need one of those folks that
believe whatever they tell him, bro.
I just need one of the folks actually
remember when Ian showed us the picture of something that they couldn't take a picture of? Remember?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
That was the best day.
Yeah, I was like, well,
we talking about
that was the best day, bro. When they went out there and they saw some like, what was it? Oh, damn! I can't remember the whole article because
it was something about using a specific telescope or something.
Yeah, it was like a telescope, and it was like, yo, we can't see a picture, so we just kind of made up some idea.
Yeah, they digitally recreated what we think it would look like. Yeah, which is wild.
So what they did was, I guess, let's get into. So the thing could capture certain light waves. So the light waves correspond to different things, elements and all the rest of it. So they use that information to fill in some of what already exists. Yes, the picture that already exists. They filled it in with a little more detail because of the information they got from the James Webb Telescope.
Oh, okay, smarty pants. Whatever, nigga. All it sound like is them niggas made some bullshit up and put on the internet, and niggas said, "Ooh, I mean, it worked."
We ain't wrong.
Brought them PE recess type slander.
Entirely my ass.
It was well informed.
Them science niggas, man, my bad, bro. I should have kissed more ass in college. Could have been one of these science niggas just lying to y'all about anything. Oh no, I'm researching. You can read do whatever, bro.
That's the biggest con.
Nah, I
biggest
could have told y'all
con.
niggas I'm searching for Atlantis or some shit, nigga. You know, the fuck? Y'all niggas do whatever. We just need another $1 billion. I'm telling you, we're right there.
Right here on the cusp of
We're on the
discovery.
With
Now,
another charitable
Aquaman,
donation.
I swear I
from our
just seen
friends at the
Aquaman,
US
yo.
government.
Like, nah, come on. Please, man.
I just
All
saw
right,
it.
man.
That
No,
was
look,
your,
no, look, man. I'm rooting for NASA. I am. I'm rooting for
I am too. I want to actually see proof in my lifetime.
Right,
Or at
I
least
would
have
like to as
someone
well.
talk and describe it and
I
see
want
if
to
they're just
see.
gaslighting or not.
Yeah, I want to see. I want to see these things play out now as an adult myself. Like, I understand how they fooled our parents. Like, I do. Like, I get it. Like, have you talked to our parents? I get how they were fooled.
Have you talked to them?
I get how they were. Yo,
Yeah.
I get it. Like, that shit makes sense. No, yo, please. I pray none of our parents.
I gotta talk to them again about that.
But
I've mentioned
like,
it once.
Actually, I would. Of
In the
of
past
our
few
parents,
months, I've
I
mentioned
probably
it.
would believe Gerard got the parents that might not have like fully took it at
I
face
don't think.
value.
I think I gotta ask my dad. He might be on that. No, maybe because he got a whole bunch
I
of
would
books
believe
and
your
shit,
dad
but
might
not
have been
about
like,
NASA.
I ain't sure.
I think my mom does think.
But the majority,
It wasn't enough
Then again,
technology and stuff to
fam,
research.
my mom is kind of
there
conspiracy
fam, they
adjacent.
ate that
to be able
right
to
up,
make a decision one way or the other.
bro. They ate that right up, bro. They ate that up. They ate that up. If they gonna go to the moon and back now,
I have to ask them.
Like now, you can find mad things
gotta really
to support and to deny.
You have to
that it happened.
really, really, really go to some crazy lengths, bro. These got to be the effects that y'all not letting James Cameron have no more. That's what y'all gonna have to use if y'all gonna fake this shit. You understand? It gotta be some shit that I just. I'm gonna be like, no, this gotta be real. This can't. This must be what space looked like. Then again, how do we get video? All right, never mind. I'm not going to go. Whatever. Let's move on.
How do we get what?
Video in space. Let's move on.
What do you mean how you get video?
Damn.
I don't understand the question.
Turn off all the lights in your house and then take a video.
Well, there's gonna be there's gonna be a light emitting from the moon.
Yeah,
light emitting from the Earth.
But how much light exactly?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Ian.
Enough light to light up the sky and make it look like it's daytime.
No. From our perspective here, you are now going into a vast open void of darkness.
But
anything
the light
that's
coming
lit
from
up
the sun is going to hit the surface of anything that it hits, and that will
at the moment, depending on where it is in orbit,
it'll generate the light source, so to speak.
All right, fine. I don't have. I haven't thought enough about that to argue with you yet. But next week,
you get a dark room, you turn the flashlight on, it hits something that lights.
Yes. But
the sun is the
you turn a flashlight on in space, nothing. You see nothing
until it hits something, the closest object.
Yeah, and by the time you see that, you're dead already. That object's about to hit you.
Depending on how big the object is.
Yeah, you done getting eaten by a space demogorgon. All right, man. Let us jump right over to Console T, Mr. Ian. Mr. Ian, whose wife is the provider of the drop you just heard.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
He also has the tea for the day. I'm proud of you. I just have water.
Water.
If we ever were paid to do an ad, this is where I would do an ad for what's in my water. But
that dry shit y'all be drinking, this is real water. Lubricated water.
I was drinking a bunch of water earlier.
Yeah, we don't drink that that dry water, man.
Dry water.
Wet water.
That reminds me of this old Dasani ad from like years ago. It played during a Super Bowl year. It was weird. It had like this dude dressed up as like a bear or something. It's very strange. You might know what I'm talking about, right? They tried saying Dasani, the water that makes your mouth water, and I was like, they really thought that was gonna hit. They really thought they had passed all the little concept rooms where they did scripts. They really thought that
we really missed the era, bro. We missed the era, bro. We missed the era where niggas was making jingles. We missed the era where niggas was making these corny ass. No, actually, we haven't. We're just not doing it. I wonder if they hiring out there.
K. No, the jingles are still a thing.
No, jingles. No, I mean, yeah, but they're a lot more limited now.
New one. Yeah, I don't think there's many.
And they're a lot more limited, and they're not super new.
Reese's Puffs. Yeah, that's
come on, bro. Like bro, if a new product would come out and they would make a new jingle for it from the same company. Now
it's like here.
Yeah, it's just like one generic song for the whole company,
is like
no matter what they're selling.
When you hear a new jingle from a new product,
yeah, you'd be like,
it sounds kind of dated.
You'd be like, that doesn't slap. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
That shit don't slap. That shit don't slap.
Facts,
man. All right. Console T.
Another console T drop.
Here
we go.
Okay, I guess I'll do another one there. Okay, cool. All right, so console T. There's I know we kind of been very lightly talking about the Game Awards yearly, but I would honestly say this year's was actually pretty good. It was a lot of interesting reveals. So we'll get the Game of the Year award out of the way. It was Elden Ring, of course. Nominees were Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Xenoblade Chronicles 3, A Plague Tale Requiem, which is that stealthy narrative game about the little kid that control rats. It's weird. Stray, the cat game, and what was the other game? Oh shit!
Was Horizon not nominated?
Oh, Horizon Forbidden West. Thank you.
Oh my god, that was insane. Done on purpose. He's done on purpose.
No, I really wish I could have. That was the last one. Like that's crazy.
Oh man.
It's a good game, right? But yeah, so reveals. This IGN has a nice thing here. I'm gonna just go through the list. I'm not even gonna go by chronological order. So Kojima was there. He officially revealed Death Stranding 2 in a trailer. Okay. They didn't give a year. They just said we're working on it.
I think that's crazy. I'm surprised. It's Kojima, so I guess I'm not that surprised.
Yeah, he's a big brain and that stuff, I guess. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, Hades 2. I'm gonna just get out the way. That was my reveal of the show. Holy shit, Hades 2. Yeah. Full sequel, Super Giant Games. They'll never do sequels, so that tells us they had a lot in the tank for a new game. So, and they said it's going to early access 2023, Steam and the Epic Game Store. Nothing about consoles yet, but it'll probably
beat the first one.
Facts. I'm gonna still get the shit.
Hell yeah, definitely should.
It's one of them games that I'm gonna keep getting everyone in the series and probably
one day
tapping out early, but it don't matter. I'm gonna get it anyway because I played it. Yeah, gotta be there. Hades, I love that game and I haven't beaten it.
That's super fun. I didn't even do the second ending. I know there's a second ending. I just watched Jordan do it and I was like, okay, cool.
Oh yeah, see. Hades and what's the other one? Cuphead. Yeah, 2 games. I can't beat them, but man, do I love those games. They're great games.
They're awesome games for sure.
Fuck those
games. Let's see. A Transformers game. It did not look like Transformers at all. Called Transformers Reactivate. There's a CG trailer. Nothing, no year or anything. Yeah, Dead Cells Return to Castlevania. That's a 2D roguelike type of game. It's a really popular indie game, but it's getting a full Castlevania content dump soon, which is pretty cool. Some new IP called Immortals of Avium or Aveum. It was a CGI. Couldn't put a finger on it, unfortunately.
That game gave me Order 1886 vibes. I don't know why. I don't know. No, not in like.
I got you. I see what you mean.
It gave me just the way the game looked. It just the way it felt. It gave me feel like this looks like it's going to tell a really dope story. It's probably going to be very limited gameplay and options, but they're going to focus very heavy on story and presentation. And to do it, the story has to be really good. For me, I think the Order 1886 knocked out of the park, obviously. I don't know if this one would do it, but that's why I'm keeping my eye on it because it gave me that sort of feeling. Like I feel like it's gonna be one of those games that's might fly under the radar. People might not go too crazy over it, but yeah,
I mean,
it gave me the same type of.
I just think the next time they show it, I'm guessing sometime next year, they just gotta show more gameplay to get an idea. Because to me, it was just like a lot of like epic hype shit, but I didn't really get what they were going for everything. So yeah, so let's keep an eye on that in the future. Game called Crime Boss Rocket City. Basically, it looked like. Are y'all familiar with the game Payday or Payday 2? It's like a co-op. Yeah, co-op. We gotta do bank robberies, heists, and shit. It gave me those vibes a lot, but they had like a lot of like actors or familiar people, whatever. I mean, they had like Chuck Norris in it. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be another one of those '80s pandering type of thing, more or less. Not '80s, but I don't know. It looked interesting though. Kind of remind me of Payday. Sometime it's gonna come out sometime next year. There's like a 6-minute video that came out too. It's in it definitely looks like it's it's early stages, but there's something there. A new Hellboy game or just a Hellboy game. I don't know if there's ever been any other Hellboy games, but Hellboy Web of Weird, or I think it's Weird, spelled WYRD. It looks like it's drawn just like the comic, that kind of cell shaded look. And it seems to be like a action-y type of game. So interesting of that. Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost Demon. So that's like a prequel game. Nintendo Platinum just announced it randomly. It's coming out in March. Need to look more into that. It's a complete different direction of the other Bayonetta. It's not even an action game. It looks like a puzzly type of game, but I'll keep my eye on it. Final Fantasy 16 got a brand new trailer. It got a release date. It looks hype. I think they said June 22nd or something like that. It's like the third week in June. I remember it was a June game.
Yeah, June 22nd.
June 22nd. Cool. Judas, which is made by one of the dudes that made all the BioShock games. Ken Levine has a new studio. So the trailer looked a lot like strong BioShock vibes, but it looks like it's BioShock in space. So hopefully that's good. This was probably the big reveal. The next one here, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon. That's made from software before they started doing the Dark Souls games. All I know about these is that they're really, 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 really in-depth, like mech games, like mech action strategy type games. Like you have to like consider everything that goes with these mechs, like equipment, blah blah blah. Exactly. So it seems to be one of those. That's literally like, I looked it up and I was like, oh shit. It sounds interesting. I want to see, and it's coming out next year. It's coming out in 2023, so I'm guessing they had that cooking with.
My goal next year is, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pretend that shit don't sound interesting to me.
That's fine.
I gotta be honest. I gotta start being honest about these games.
That's cool.
I did see a lot of people talking about it. I would watch y'all play. I would watch y'all play, like, because I think the actual action of it is what.
I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I mean,
but from the actual gameplay of it, I'd be like, yo, how is this? I don't know. It seemed like too much.
It could be too much. We'll have to see. I mean, this is a niche series. The people that made Celeste, the like really tough 2D platformer game, they showed a full trailer for the next game called Earthblade. It was all right. They say it's coming out in 2024 though. It just looks like a really big Metroidvania. That's what it looked like to me. Horizon Forbidden West announced their DLC called Burning Shores. Interesting thing about this though is only for PS5 version, no PS4 DLC. So there's that.
That's not funny.
It's not funny, but it's not surprising.
It's kind of funny.
It's like, yeah, PS4 guys. Well, actually, I mean, I respect it though.
It's fucked up, but I just don't understand why Sony didn't just rip the Band-Aid off instead of trying to do all this pretend support back and forth. No, you're still going to get all the really same experiences. No, you're not. You're not. We're sick of making shit for y'all. We got to change too much shit.
We got to neuter the game damn near to make it.
They want to make most of their money off PlayStation.
Go find a PS5.
They're actually a bit easier to find. Yeah, you can order it online
now,
Man,
man. Just
thinking
go get
about
a
getting the
PS5.
second one, man. Thinking about getting another one.
Well, Ian rolling the dough.
Excuse us, Mr. Moneybags.
Even I wouldn't do that.
The fuck?
Holy shit!
If they put out a pro version of the damn thing, that might be the
Oh yeah, yeah.
I would like a slimmer one though.
Yeah, slimmer PS5 Pro Slim. Yeah, give me that.
That's gonna
just hope that
it
doesn't limit performance because it's not cooling it as well or whatever.
No. I hope that's not the case at all.
For real. There was a random crash game that got announced. It looks like a multiplayer game, like a beat 'em up or something. It's called Crash Team Rumble. All the characters, Crash, Cortex, and everyone else that you remember from the game. So that's cool. I don't think they put a date on this, but I'm just gonna assume it's next year because I can't see anything else past that. Banishers Ghosts of New Eden. Made by the people that make the Life is Strange game. I think it's like an action RPG. New direction for them. We'll see how it goes. After Us, another new game. I'm not really sure. This kind of reminds me of like Limbo, kind of sort of like those games where you kind of just wander and do puzzles, and it's like it's really like minimalistic in how they tell story shit. That's what I think that is. Party Animals. I think it's going to be an Xbox and PC game. It looks like a game you kind of it's a game. It looks like you just do random antics with people. Cool, whatever. It's early next year. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty DLC. They're going to have Idris Elba in it. Great.
Idris Elba.
Great.
Trying to say they love throwing celebrities in that thing too.
Well, I mean,
they do.
Keanu doesn't rub it. Get you going. Then what are you gonna get next?
I know, right? I'm curious about that. We'll come back to this one because I know we want to talk about a little more, so we'll leave that towards the end. Diablo 4, okay. It's coming out next year. Actually, don't remember if they put a date on it. I'm thinking about it again.
You play Diablo, Drew?
Nah,
I was gonna say.
Nah, they look cool, but I don't know. They look alright. But
June 6th.
I know they got their fans. Oh, it said June
6th.
June 6th. Damn, it's crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, Street Fighter 6. Yeah, they showed a new trailer for Street Fighter 6. They showed old classic character DJ, who of course John, aka the intro. He was a DJ man. Street Fighter 4, which is a lot because that was a low tier character, but looks like the character's gonna be dope. And they announced 3 new characters. Manon, she's like this French character that does like grappling. She's like grappler. I'll say she's a French grappler. Who's the other character's name? JP, this older evil looking dude, kind of like a different Bison or whatever. The dude with like the red clothes and stuff. And I'm slipping my mind who the third character was. Oh shit. But she's basically like this Greek brawler type. She's a really big woman. She'll beat your ass. She kind of looks like that. But everything out the game looks fantastic though. The game has not missed at all. Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League. Forgot about that game again. They showed another trailer, but the main thing about that trailer was to showcase that Kevin Conroy is voicing Batman in it. So that'll technically, as far as we know, that'll be the last time he gets to play Batman.
That's a hell of a that's you just basically got to cop that to pay respects
for that. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, they struck gold on that.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
kind of is that a sensitivity issue? Because they.
Well, it depends.
I think most people celebrate
a selling point. I mean, I get it,
but it's a selling point.
It's almost a selling point for the game now. People were very on edge with this game, and I'm not really sure. I don't know.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
Where you're coming from.
And now that because this is something that would have been a reveal, I think, to us when we bought the game. I don't think they would have shared this if Kevin Conroy hadn't passed RIP. I don't think they would have revealed this to us maybe prior to the game, unless we're closer and they're still not getting any real push or traction. And they really, I feel like this was a last minute push button, but now Kevin Conroy passes and you almost kind of have a excuse to announce it. And now you get extra attention and traction on your game early. I don't know. I get it. Like on one end, it's completely it's just maybe you're just doing it out of respect. And I'm not sitting here like judging anybody's motives, but it just feels like odd timing to do it right there. But I could be overthinking it.
No, I kind of agree.
I see what you're coming from.
I was going to say, do voice actors do they get royalties?
I would assume. I
would
depending
think
on how
maybe.
you negotiate your deal.
I guess whoever owns.
I think that's what we've learned. How do you negotiate your deal? Some people, I'm sure, are taking upfront money for voice acting roles because they have no idea, or they don't necessarily believe in the project.
I would hope that some sort of royalties go to his estate.
I mean, it's Kevin Conroy. I would assume
he more than likely has
royalties.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
selling this on the backs of his passing, essentially,
which would make me feel better about it for sure. But I would assume that's the case. We don't know that for a fact. Just to be clear, I don't want anybody to think that we're saying that's like a fact.
Yeah.
We have no idea if sales of that game, continue to go to his estate or anything like that.
And then if they start selling stuff like,
and I'm not saying
Squad, Kevin Conroy edition.
Yeah, see, now that's that. I think that's crossing a line.
That's distasteful. Yeah,
I think that's just crossing a line. Like now you're just trying to profit off this man's death. I think. Like this. I think is already borderline. But I understand if people hear that and say, "Yo, you're being sensitive." I get that. I really genuinely do. But if they were to like make a Kevin Conroy special edition, I'd be like, "Yo, fam."
I don't think they'll do that.
Fam.
Because I mean,
now, granted, I guess if they were to do that, but also it was in collaboration with his estate, with some sort of foundation that he supported, and extra funds were going certain places or something, then I can understand it. I still think it's kind of a way to also on the back end drive sales of your game, which is your ultimate goal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not losing sight of that. But if some good can come from it as well, then it softens that blow. But the way you're doing it good is by buying our games still. So our sales go up because people want to donate or people want to buy these copies of this special edition Kevin Conroy, whatever we made. But our game is being sold too. So when we report these numbers, when people look back in 10 years, no one's going to care. Well, yeah, it was this many million, but remember that was Kevin Conroy editions. You're gonna say, yo, that game sold this many million. So
I mean, I could see that. I mean, I really don't think that was their intent with this. Like they really just showed the trailer and they showed Batman at the end talking. We're like, okay, that's Kevin Conroy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, really, prior to his passing, clearly he had already done his lines for the game and whatever they're polishing, whatever the hell Rocksteady's been doing this whole time. He delayed the game like twice.
Mm-hmm.
They say it's going to come out in May 2023, but we haven't really seen good gameplay yet, like gameplay with like menus and HUDs. And
it's been cinematic.
Yeah, all cinematic, no HUDs. Yeah.
So I don't know, but. I mean, I don't think they'll have to worry about it because people will probably go out and be like, "Oh, Rocksteady made Batman Arkham City," and then there you go. That's or some shit like that.
Yeah, but you still got to deliver again. Like, and that's
I agree.
That's
I'm
what
just
makes
saying.
me not you. I'm saying that's what people are saying, and then it makes me nervous with this because if they feel rushed or feel like, "Hey, we have to just get this game out," and then we get the bare bones of what could be a really, really dope game, but they just didn't take enough time. So now it's just an average experience. I'm gonna be very disappointed.
I think I think it's gonna be a lot going on because it's been like we're going 2023. It's been like, damn, when did Arkham Knight come out?
Oh man, 2015
or 2016. It's been several years.
Yeah, wow.
It's been several years. So I mean, clearly they've been working on this. That's probably around the time when that first Suicide Squad movie came out. So they probably were like working coinciding to develop this game, and then said, "Oh wait, scope creep. Let's put on the next consoles, PS5.
Mhm.
So yeah, but yeah, Suicide Squad, Killer Justice League. I mean, we'll see how it is when they show proper gameplay. But May 2023 is what they
Yeah.
said.
I mean, I like the little trailer video. So,
Yeah.
Batman doesn't kill people. Oh.
In his right mind, he doesn't.
Yeah. Obviously, I like that kind of idea where they're going with that story.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so we got first good look at Tekken 8. Visually looks very impressive as far as like fighting games and shit going on in the background. Characters they showed Jin and Kazuya again, of course. They showed Law, they showed Paul, they showed King. What else they showed? They showed Jack, who I'm assuming should be called Jack 8 or whatever. And what else did they show? I think they showed Lars with the crazy ass hair. But they also showed June, who's a character that was assumed dead for basically it's Jin's mom, and she's only playable in like one of the very first games, like Tekken 2 or something like that. So it's cool that they're just bringing an old character back for real.
Yeah.
And no date or anything. Just gonna assume it's next year sometime until told otherwise. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2, which is the second one. So it looks like a third person, I'm gonna shoot and kill everything on the screen kind of game. Which gameplay wise, it did look kind of cool. I was like, okay, not bad. But yeah, I think it's next year as well. Lords of the Fallen. I don't know what this looked like. Bloodborne, but with more guns. If this is the game I'm thinking of, that's what this reminded me of. But yeah, Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PC. I think January.
Milking this game for too long.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Stop talking about this game, y'all.
I'm tired of it. I'm so done. I'm done with it.
It was Jack again, my nigga.
They getting really close to the fucking.
Just make something else. Like I'm tired of Last
just
of
make
Us.
something else at this.
They're getting really close to GTA levels of annoying with the Last of Us remakes, bro.
Yeah,
I would
one
say
more.
they're
gonna put this shit on Switch next, bro. Like, yo,
they go put.
Yo, fam.
I mean, when it goes on Steam, people are gonna tinker for Steam Deck. So there we go.
1,000%.
Yeah. So there you go.
I
have mods for this game.
They definitely annoying. Oh, they're gonna do some wild shit. Well, they're just gonna do some wild shit.
It's gonna be interesting.
Actually, yeah, never mind. I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I was like, be careful what you wish for, dog. Like,
it's gonna be careful. It's always weird. Speaking of PlayStation exclusives going to PC, they announced Returnal finally is going to PC. They didn't give a date, but they just said early next year. Nice. So yeah, Returnal on PC. Cool. Baldur's Gate 3. It's a highly anticipated game for the big old school PC heads. So there you go. It did look good in the trailer they showed. I'll give them that. Forspoken again. That's where we got the demo release trailer. I think same night it dropped. We'll talk about that in a bit as far as the demo is concerned. Remnant 2. Remnant 2, I'm not sure what that is either. Apparently it's the second one, so there it is. Blue Protocol is to me this looks like Genshin Impact made by Bandai Namco. That's what it looks like. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But it's gonna be a big online action-y RPG type game sometime next year. Apparently it's coinciding with the Amazon game, so see how that goes. Horizon Call of the Mountain, the VR stuff again. They showed that again. Replaced. It's really kind of like stylistic 2D beat 'em up type of game. Look like an indie. I don't really know. It looked cool. I'll just give it that. I'll keep an eye on it. It just looked cool off the strength of visuals. Vampire Survivors, I think, got ported to mobile. Whatever. That game is like one of those recent, it's so popular PC games. Whatever. I think it's just a really arcadey type game that got people. Valiant Hearts 2?
Hey, yeah. I was excited to see that.
That's you.
What was this again? Because I'm actually drawing the
board. So Valiant Hearts is this random game. I think they actually gave it away as like a PS Plus game a while back. You might own it if you just kept up with like downloading random games.
The PS Plus game?
Yeah, your PS Plus game. I'm pretty sure it was like a random PS Plus game 1 month. And you know me, you go through your broke moments and you just start playing random shit that you got saved in your library. So one weekend I decided to just pick up Valiant Hearts and start playing it. And it's just this little like side scroller, I guess kind of like a platformer sort of. And you got to go through like it's just like little challenges and puzzles. You gotta kind of work out how to get across certain stuff, but you're playing through this like wartime, and this like, they got a whole story they're telling you, and it's this wartime that you're collecting, and there is some like action and fighting mechanics to it, and it's a cool little game. It's definitely a cool little game. It can't be more than $4 or $5. I didn't know there was a sequel. To be honest, I never bothered looking it up again, but it's cool that it's coming to mobile. So
yeah, it's coming out in January.
Yeah, Valiant Hearts is cool, man. Valiant Hearts is a cool game for sure.
Okay, cool. Okay, shout out to Valiant Hearts 2 coming home. Very cool. Okay, cool. We're actually getting towards the tail end of announcements, which is awesome. Colossal Cave. I don't. Oh, okay. That was from. I think that's from the Sierra Games people when it came out. That's coming out in January on everything, I guess. I think it's another point click story game. Okay, so that's cool. Yeah. They're known for making like old school point clicks like King's Quest and things like that. Didn't grow up with those, but
okay, I hear you.
Heard about it much later. Yeah. Wild Hearts. Now this game has intrigued me because it's basically like a different type of a take on Monster Hunter. It's made by Koei Tecmo, who, they're known for Dynasty Warriors and some other things here and there. But it's also EA published. That's a very interesting combination. EA published, Koei Tecmo developed. I think it's coming out in February, and it looks pretty good. Honestly, if there was a demo, I'd try it out. But that's gonna be on everything current gen. I believe it's a current gen only game. It's not cross gen. Nintendo's only second appearance. They had a Fire Emblem Engage trailer that talked about it's kind of funny. Nintendo's funny, man. This is a weird company. It pretty much was a season pass trailer with like characters coming later, and I'm like, I remember a time when everyone was tripping about games having season pass DLC trailers before they drop, and the game comes out in a month. It comes out at the end of January, but it's just like, bruh, whatever, man. They know the Fire Emblem folks gonna show up. Right. They announced another Dune game called Dune Awakening. And I think this is a survival game. Survival MMO. Open world survival MMO. So cool for the Dune fans. They didn't give a date for that. They showed Destiny 2 Lightfall. Well, they showed a Destiny 2 trailer.
Yeah, this is a gameplay version of the original trailer.
Okay.
We got some gameplay footage of the new ability that they're launching with this game, with this expansion.
Gotcha.
Called Strand.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Well, Destiny 2, keep on chugging. Among Us had a trailer. I guess Among Us is just kind of one of these show up at the Jeff show type things nowadays. But they announced a new mode. I think it's out now, actually. Basically hide and seek. Basically, one, it's like everyone knows who the imposter is, and they just run around. And basically, the objective is, instead of like trying to say who done it, is we know who it is. We have to do our task before we're all killed. So while you're doing tasks in the trailer, they show like, oh, X person got killed, and when they show them running, you can kind of run away. Everyone can
you fight back?
They only thing I saw is that everyone can vent except for the imposter monster during hide and seek. So that's a different twist. That's cool. I'll look up some videos of that and see how that runs, I guess, out of curiosity. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. I'm guessing they showed like Warzone 2.0 or something. I think that was the trailer. I just probably just blanked out on it. I don't know.
Did you mention Viewfinder? That
this list doesn't have Viewfinder on it, or did I miss it? No, nah, it doesn't have Viewfinder on it. What the fuck? I'm glad you mentioned that. Viewfinder, I think they showed that early on the show.
Yeah,
it's a PS5 PC game. It's like a first person depth perception obstacle illusion puzzle type game.
Yeah,
I kind of mess with those. Yeah, look interesting. I might, but also looks like a game that'll be on PS Plus in like months and months and months. But at the same time, I'll keep it. I think I wish listed on PSN, so I'll keep tabs on it. Yeah. So yeah. Appreciate mining about Viewfinder. I don't know why. That was one of my favorite games. But yeah, and then of course we're coming back to one of the big reveals, gameplay as well. Actually, this was the gameplay reveal. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. All right, y'all. So it's coming out in March. We got the release days March 17th. Yeah, so Cal Kestis, man's got a beard. Man's is dual wielding cool shit. What else is new that I missed on this?
He think he Himothy, man.
Himothy.
He out here dual wielding. He got a confident droid with him. He feel like he that guy. Like, yo, he just running into danger now.
He's surviving.
So he getting that dangerous Jedi hubris.
I'd feel like Himothy if I survived freaking Darth Vader. Nigga.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, I hear you. I'm just saying, you start doing all that, you get too high and mighty.
You get a little careless.
Man.
True.
You start thinking, man, you're not even Vader, bro. Why are you here? Like, you're not even.
Like, nigga, I fought in Vader, nigga. Well, I ain't fighting.
Really
I survived that, nigga. I ain't really fighting.
I don't really have time for y'all, honestly.
I do have one question about this trailer, and I think I know what the answer is, but I'm curious what y'all think of it. So, like, towards the end of it, they showed that he got what will look like Kylo Ren's lightsaber with the two random beams on the side, on the hilt or whatever. So it's representing like an actual sword. Is that just going to be like a cosmic cool thing you can get, like the different type of lightsabers?
Probably, yeah.
Cool. Okay, cool. All right.
I would assume
they did do that in the first, not entirely like that, but they
it's close. Yeah,
they brought some blades from like Obi-Wan. You can use his joint, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's not like
it looks really good though. The game
looks good. Lightsaber. It could be red if you wanted it to be.
Yeah,
purple,
orange.
Yeah,
orange. But yeah, that's
yeah, man, yeah. Jedi Survivor. That's gonna be the dual wielding looks great. That the combat looks a little bit more fluid. I'm not gonna lie.
Trust and Respawn.
Yeah, man, I like the traversal that it looks like we're gonna have in the game. Yeah, man, it looks great. It looks great.
The new force abilities.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he did the thing like I mean, you can tell me if he could do this in the first game, but yeah, he used force power, brought one of the stormtrooper up and just had him shoot everyone else. That was fine.
No, you can't.
You couldn't do that?
No.
Oh man. Okay, cool. That was fine. So I was like, oh man.
Also, you couldn't ride animals.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, so they showcase all the brand new things.
Yeah.
It looks a little more open world than the first one.
Oh well, I think it has to be because I'm trying to think some of the stuff they're doing. There wasn't even like the way they designed a lot of the areas. It was more about elevation than it was about an open flatland. Yeah. So
definitely more.
You go to an area, but you had to, So it's a much more vertical map, right? Like it was a lot more working your way down into some area, finding something, fighting, whatever, then working your way back up to get back to the ship or wherever you go.
Yeah, it was like that.
Whatever. So there's a lot of up and down versus this looks like it's going to be way more wide and vertical. So you're going to actually be able to get on these animals and ride. Whereas before you'd have just been riding like off a cliff. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one should be dope.
Be interesting.
If it's more of that.
I think it'll be one of them games next year.
Yeah.
One of them ones.
It might be one of them ones.
They nail it for sure.
Yeah,
which I mean
that's going to be one of the ones other games are moving out of the way for sure. You don't want to compete with that. That's rough.
Yeah,
and it's smart they're in March.
Yeah, I don't think anything else is coming out of March.
I don't think so either. Oh, speaking of late, and I just remembered the Horizon DLC for Forbidden West that comes out April, like mid-April. I just remembered. It was like the only April day I saw. Yeah, everything seems to be fucking February or June.
Right.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, Game Awards. I'll give it up. It was pretty good this year. They had a couple of weird things. It was long, but it was good pace, better than the other years I can recall. A lot of good reveals. not I don't really have too much negative to say about this year. I usually just be shitting on it, but I think it was solid. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much it for that portion. We got the Forspoken demo. PS5 Forspoken demo.
What are y'all thoughts, man?
Yeah, we got to draw. I think you already summed this up perfectly. I mean, if you could even just read that verbatim, I wouldn't judge you because honestly, that was a perfect synopsis of what it was. You know what I mean? Like, and obviously we've chatted about it and whatnot, but it's such a. There's potential there. There's good potential there, like really good potential there.
There really is.
I just don't know how confident I am that by the time the official game launches, that it'll have reached its potential or even, be close to it. I think it's still going to be a bit off based on what we experienced. But, like I said, Gerard summed it up really well.
Yeah, like I put in our group chat earlier. I think I've tweeted it as well, funny enough. Basically, I was kind of mixed on it. Like, there's some things I liked and some things I didn't really like too much. Overall, I would say just the demo as a whole is like just turning it on, just playing it. I don't think it does a really good job of like explaining certain stuff or certain mechanics. I feel like they wanted us to kind of do the old school, figure it out on your own, which I think that's fine to do sometimes. But the combat and stuff was not quite as intuitive as I was expecting it to be. Like I figured it out after like tweaking some control options and like I basically said, what was it? One thing I did do for like the parkour, magic parkour sprinting, because it's on circle, just circle as well. I made it to where I changed it. I made it to where you don't hold it all the time to do it. Like you just kind of hold it and then just let it go, and then you'll have it for as long as your magic is or whatever. And that helped for traversal.
I couldn't quite grasp the jumping to climb. Like for very simple ledges, I could get it, but like for where it was trying to say like you could go up larger ledges, I just feel like I couldn't.
Yeah, right.
How to get it done? It
was like instead of doing just one jump, you could do two, but it didn't feel like I don't know. It was weird. And I later remembered you can do the lasso thing, but that's a little awkward too, because like the aiming for it, I feel like it doesn't. That was square. So you remember in like some of the cliff sides, you had them jutting out things, the crystal things. That's what those were for.
Oh,
so I just did it randomly. I just started pressing buttons, and I was like, "What does this do?" And I saw it did a slow mo. It showed like a little reticle or whatever in a line of like where you'll go. And I was like, "Oh, that's for that." And it's like weird. It's like you can aim it up, but it's not quite fully up. It's like I don't know. It's hard to describe. I got used to it, but I just didn't use it that much. I started using it for combat, actually, because if you aim at someone, you can kind of Spider-Man web zip your way to them, kind of. The range, range differs, but I did find a way to use it in combat. The combat can be fun. It's just, the combat is like you have two types of spells. You have your standard ones, your attacking ones on your R2, and you feel the adaptive trigger as you use it, because you have stuff where you can just tap it and you'll do stuff, and if you hold it down, you do like the ability that spell can do. And on L2, those are your support ones, which you have one where you can like put like you can do like a distance flame trap, or you can like put these earthy thorns into someone and do damage over time. Or the one I used was called Crucible. There, you probably know what that one is, where you do that big like flame perimeter, and pretty much any enemies in it, they'll just take more damage when you do attacks. And I did that for like the final boss thing of the whole demo. Pretty much felt necessary.
Yeah,
it almost felt necessary.
I kept using the Legion actually. Once I figured out how to switch it, I was using the Crucible for a while.
Man, okay.
But then I started using the Legion, and they was kind of holding me down.
Man, I feel like my Legion was trash. Because I got it, and I was like, oh, this might be good for the boss, for like aggro or something. Them flame doppelganger dudes, they just were standing there. Every now and then they throw a punch. And I'm over here like, yo, there's no aggro happening? It's just
there's some inconsistency to the game, because mine was doing the work.
God damn.
I was holding it down. I was running, I kept running away, dodging, and then throwing my the little spear blaze magic stick or whatever you want to call it. Pause. Throwing it at the
Oh, bro, we can't even. Oh man.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Yeah, but we was throwing the shit at I was throwing it at the little alligator thing and jumping and running and throwing it and jumping and running. It felt like Guardians all over again. I was having fun doing it though. But the Legion dudes was handling business. They kept just running right up to the little thing, hitting it, fucking it up. I was like, word.
Damn. Maybe it was just that boss or something.
I don't know.
Because I can see it working on regular enemies because they can be handled pretty easily.
It worked on that boss. It worked on that boss for me.
I don't know. It's funny. I actually
I'm gonna run it back though, because can we play?
I'm gonna probably run. Yeah, it's just on there. We can just play. It's not like timed or anything. I'm gonna definitely play it again.
I need to play it.
It's short,
you definitely should. It is pretty short.
Honestly, I'm saying an hour. If you really just sit there, it might be 30 minutes.
But
if you just burn through the objectives and the final fight.
I feel like a second time you could do it in under an hour because we know what we're doing, right? But the first hour, I was fiddling around and shit. I was like,
because you do need some time to just kind of understand and controls the movement, just run around, jump, figure out how hard fall damage hits. Because I figured out really early. I jumped from high, like high.
Yeah, you did figure it out.
I didn't die though, so I was like, but I could tell she was in some pain. She even made some wisecrack comment. I think she said something like,
"Who the hell's on the sticks right now?"
It was.
That's funny. Imagine the game. Man, if I made game designer, I'll put that exact line.
Fact, something like that.
Let you know black people made this.
What did she say? She said something that was like, "There's a rumor about heroes not taking damage when they fall. That doesn't apply to me, or I don't have that rule," or something like that. Like she made like a funny joke about the fact that nigga stop just jumping off cliffs, nigga. I'ma die.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not these other heroes.
I'm not gonna lie. When I looked in the menus and I saw the option that says like cuff chat frequency because the companion or whatever, I turned that shit down to minimum and they never spoke. That sounded like one or two times when you're fighting.
So I don't understand. Well, that's why I need to understand who is the little voice that she's talking to.
So it's that magic bracelet thing she has on her arm. It's like to me, it's like a Legend of. Well, I won't even put it as a Legend of Zelda thing, but it's the companion that talks to you voice. That's basically what it is.
It's like the ghost. It's like Ghost in Destiny.
Okay, yes, that's actually a better comparison. Yeah, it's like the Ghosts in Destiny. Yeah, so it's like that. I think there's gonna be a plot thing with it. I don't know. I haven't been watching enough trailers for story.
I know Skillup had he didn't like it, so I think that was a new addition, like them giving you an option to reduce the amount of time the nigga talks because apparently he talks mad.
Yeah, no.
Crazy. Well, I saw there was the fault. Well, minimal is the lowest, which I think I will probably play the actual game on it because based off that one trailer they did, which was like marketing and they had like the corny lines, I was like, this is how the game is. Nah, I don't know if I can deal with that. Yeah. I'm cool on that. Yeah. And then they had the fault, which is your standard talking. Like I actually I saved a video of the final fight of the demo, and it's on YouTube. And I actually turned the cuff frequency to normal. Because Cam was here, and I was like, let's see how it sounds. And she would say like, oh shit, she would get knocked back sometimes, but that's it. And then there was like a really high level one, which I guess is just talking the game. I don't know. I might turn it on just for shits and giggles. But yeah, things I like though. I mean, once I got this traversal down, it was fun. You know, I like how you kind of press X as you time when you land and you
boost and all that. Yeah, I was trying to figure that out. I was trying to get better at that.
Do it feel like as fluid as like Spider-Man or
no, but also it's a harder learning curve though. It's hard. I think once we really get it down, the hitting the X on the lands and jumping through and really skating with the traversal, I think it could feel better.
Yes.
Once it becomes like a second nature and you're really playing it. But right now in the demo, having just started kind of figuring out how to move, it doesn't feel. I feel like I'm stopping a lot. Versus
like a accessibility feature where you can reduce the amount of how accurate you have to be as far as the timing goes to make it a little more a little less.
I don't think I saw that in there. I have to double check though. There was a handful of good accessibility options though. You had stuff where you can like reduce reduce how long it takes for stamina to recover and like certain damage. how quick your magic can refill, stuff like that sounds cool. But I mean, that's just really just tweaking your own playthrough. The combat had a learning curve, like I said earlier. Once I understood, like my dumbass took me a while to realize you can switch between the red spells and the purple spells with left and right D-pad. I kept pulling up 2 radial menus like a dumbass. I was like, this is cumbersome as hell. And I realized it, and I was like, oh, well, all right, I'm just an idiot. Cool. Whatever.
I actually will give them a knock for that a little bit. Like, I don't like the fact that there's so many different ways to pull all this shit up. Like, yo, just give me one way to do it and let me adjust to that being how I get there. Or give me the option to customize my controls. But yeah,
that's one thing I wanted.
Kind of in the L2, R2, like that. I'll be like, yo, fam.
I got used to it, but it definitely was odd. What I wanted to do was I was going to see if I could go into the menu and see if you can remap the buttons itself and put on like the face buttons. But I didn't see that, which kind of sucked. So yeah, I guess you'd have to like do that from the the PlayStation level, the system level. I don't remember if you can set like button remaps per game. I don't remember if you can do that or not.
Pro controller, you'd probably be able to.
That'd be wild. Gated behind a expensive controller. I'll be upset. I'll be like, you motherfuckers. But yeah. The things I didn't like, I guess. I feel like the menus and stuff were a little confusing at first. Combat was flimsy. Like there's certain stuff where like when you do like the flame sword or whatever, and you would go, it will always magnetize towards the next enemy. And I didn't like because I would be. So I liked how the parkour dodging was somewhat automated, or as long as you're in that mode while targeting and moving around an enemy, you would kind of do acrobatic flips and dodges, and it looked cool and it felt cool. But it was like when you would attack, at least for me, because if you just tap the R2s or whatever, it would like you would swing towards them really quickly. And that Gaylord, that final boss enemy has some bullshit like Oko moves. So where if you're just doing that and you need to back up and dodge, you'll get locked and you just get hit and die. And that happened to me a bunch of times. And I didn't really like that. I also didn't really like, for the sake of this demo, so phrase magic, the purple magic, hers is all like that golden earth-based stuff that they've been showing in a lot of the trailers. And then the red magic is from like another character named Sila or whatever. Hers is all fire-based. And they, you can scan enemies with up on the D-pad, which I found by accident. And it'll tell you in Cuff, it'll give you like a blurb saying, oh, this is what they're, what's weak or what they resist, this and the other. That final enemy boss is only weak to fire. I kind of didn't like that with the demo giving you 2 sets of spells and pretty much rendered one half like pointless because it would resist all those moves. And you can even do like the ultimate L2 R2 move against it because I found it and it said resisting. And I was like, okay, so I'm gonna just have to make all fire-based stuff and just do that. So it was weird. I don't know. I feel like the demo just doesn't do a good job of showcasing everything because it's clear this is a later part of the game. You have more equipment and stuff, but you have to like go in and read up on your own. You kind of have to sit down and like put effort into it. Not saying, they should just hand everything on a silver platter with like a million tutorial screens, but I don't know. It just didn't feel like a good balance. So,
yeah. It didn't feel like they prepared it as a demo to sell the game or to like intro you to anything. It felt like they were like, yo, it felt like back in the day where they'd be like, yo, like when you could first like just upload stuff and all that kind of stuff, or they could send you like a download code and they'd be like, yo, just try this out. Like, yeah, it's an early version of the game, but just try it out. Alpha test and beta test. Like that's what it felt like. It felt like a beta test. Just an open beta test. Like it didn't feel bad. Like it didn't feel terrible. Like there are definitely games that have felt way worse.
Yeah, it doesn't feel terrible. It's just, you're right. I honestly think it's just like some of the ideas they have here, I feel like aren't as intuitive as they might have thought when they were making it. Like maybe they didn't play test it as much. I feel, but I don't know. I feel like maybe there's more to the game, or maybe it's just how they dropped this in with more shit than what. It's like we had to learn how the game played. We had a whole bunch of shit that wasn't well explained to us. You have to go into the menus and read the skill trees and understand how they interact with what.
It sounds like it may have just been like maybe a bad demo.
That's what I call it. I say I just don't think it does a good job explaining some of the mechanics. But once, like, you have to put in, like, I understand where people say, well, I think this is trash or I don't like it. I get it because the first impression of what they're trying to tell you how this game plays, I don't think it does a very good job. Like, I feel like unless they really want us to avoid spoilers, like story spoilers or something, I don't know. I'm just spitballing at this point.
Yeah,
like overall, at the end, I did like it. I have some issues with it. Am I getting this day one for $70 whole? That's a no. Absolutely not. Would I wait for a discount? Unless there's some catastrophically wrong about the game later that I don't like? Probably. But I'm not in no rush to play it now. I'm still interested in it, but I do want to wait for the full thing to see how reviews go and then, of course, discounts. So that's where I'm at with it. I have a video on my YouTube, youtube.com/Geronimo. Search that. If you want to look at the final battle and see how it looks. It can look cool, though. It can look and play cool. It just is bumpy road to get to that point in the demo. So, that's all I would say. Ian, I would definitely say give it a try, though. Like, for real. Like, give it a try.
That's free.
Yeah,
that's free.
It's free. Yeah, it's free. You can't.
It's free. You can't
one other thing that is good. That's actually really good. Probably I was like, oh shit, I was impressed. The loading times are like that.
Oh,
yeah. Fast travel, not even a second long. I was like, oh hell yeah.
Perfect.
Hell yeah.
Ain't no time to teach you shit and doing that.
How were the frames? Were the frames dropping or were they pretty?
I played on performance mode.
I was okay.
Performance mode was cool. It was smooth. No crazy, weird, fluctuating frame rates. Like, even times you'd fight and there'd be a lot of particle effects. That shit does happen.
Mm-hmm.
There was like on this bridge, it was like I think it was optional. Maybe. I think it was an optional thing you could do where you walk to one of the monuments and it says, oh, do this challenge and fight these enemies. And they're on a bridge. And it was like this one lady or character, and she did this big icy water type move, and it was a lot. Like, if I were to play this on my PC, that shit would like catch on fire. I'm exaggerating. There was a lot of stuff going on screen. But it didn't really I didn't notice any like hitches or anything. I did test out the quality mode, which I think it does look a little prettier. Like, I think it's closer to 4K or whatever. I'm not pixel counting, but that's just the impression I get. But it's 30. I think it's a solid 30. And then they had a third one, which is the ray trace mode. I think that mode plays rough. Because I think it's supposed to be a slightly prettier version of the quality, but I think it plays below 30. Like, it feels weird. And I didn't really do combat. I just kind of walked around.
Probably trying too much.
Yeah, I'm already not really super sold on a lot of ray tracing stuff, but anyway. But yeah, just to keep on performance, it still looks great on the TV out there, and it played fine. DualSense stuff was cool. I don't know, man. Just need to see more. Maybe there's more here, and this is just a bad demo. Bad demos can make or break games, but maybe there's some. I don't know. Maybe it's hopium I'm huffing on, but maybe there's something else there.
Nigga said hopium. Yeah, this nigga hilarious.
I don't think the game is bad. I just think this is a bad demo.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, and even I'll say, obviously Draws is a bit more invested as a game he's been championing for a while. But as a game that I've also been following, I just don't think it's the worst. Like, if you take it for what it is in context, I think if you overanalyze it, there's no other way to say it's other than it's bad. Yeah, that's going to be a general consensus amongst people. But I think if you just play it for what it is, it'll be okay. And I think Forspoken is another game that's going to end up giving me, or is going to get treated like the Order 1886. It doesn't really give me those vibes because the visuals aren't stunning enough. But I think people are going to ignore it, and then other people are going to play through and be like, no, actually, this is a really good game. It's pretty dope once you kind of master the mechanics and actually get good at it, and then it'll spread again. Like, I think it'll just probably go that way. I don't think it's just going to be a banger out the door, not with a demo like that.
True. Like, there's gotta be, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Yeah. We will have to see. Forspoken January 24th. That's pretty much my thoughts on it. I'll probably poke around with it at least one more time. See, there's some other stuff I missed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just gonna run around and explore, kill all as many enemies as I can. Should be fun.
Yeah, I might happen this on this tomorrow when I get off work. See what it's about.
Okay.
If Cairo lets me,
Mm-hmm.
we'll see.
I don't know. He might like all them flashy, magical bits on the screen.
I'd be hoping. There was a point. There was a point where I was able to, like, I beat the first boss in Kingdom Bridge of Spirits with him.
Oh, word?
Yeah, after like several tries and a couple of glasses of whiskey, but I finally did it, and he was cool, man. He was chilling. Nowadays, though, he's way too more. He's
busy,
way too active. Yeah,
he like, yo, pops.
He's trying to play the game now.
Yeah, fam.
Oh, you gotta hit him with that. Well, damn, it's not wired, so we can't do the whole. Oh yeah, you playing in this clearly unplugged.
No, he knows.
He know how to cut the controller on.
Yeah, we got a Fisher Price remote control, but he knows it's Fisher Price.
It doesn't look like that controller.
Nah, that ain't the pass I made, pops. That ain't the pass I made.
Yeah, it's tough now. Damn. I need pass through player 2, but they're not. Oh well. Anyway.
All right, man. All right. Before we run out of here, let us run through our fake spoiler section. Go ahead and give us a spoiler drop. Even though it's gonna be a fake spoiler section, I just let it drop.
Spoilers.
Oh yeah, you hit it. Oh, that's dope, Ian. I like that. Okay, man. DC, Warner Brothers, Discovery, whoever these niggas is partnered with now, and the mayhem mess that's going on. Somehow, out of all of this, James Gunn has still managed to do the one thing nobody else had the balls to do, and that is tell Patty Jenkins to please go home.
That was a huge dub. We gotta celebrate that.
Wait, they said that she walked away from the project.
Whatever they have to say.
That's why she walked away.
I don't care how they have to frame it. She walked away. They fired her. Because all the articles I read at first were saying that they basically, James Gunn was brought in as the head, and they basically were like, hey, let us look at what your script is for, Wonder Woman 3. And they looked at that shit and they were like, yo, this don't align with none of our plans. We not doing this. So they was like, yeah, look, you can change some stuff or you can go. And she was like, oh, well, I just
Gal
go.
Gadot said, no, I'm still doing it.
We lost a Rogue Squadron movie because she stayed to do this, and now the movie canceled.
That is true. That did happen.
Maybe two blessing in disguise. I don't know.
Perhaps. I mean, granted, we still in that Disney Plus Star Wars era, as I'm calling it. Did they forget about the sequel trilogy yet? That's kind of what that's what they're trying to do.
No.
Oh,
so yeah,
I'm just saying quiet word out loud.
So that was funny. Not fun. No. Okay, don't get me twisted. I'm not an evil person. It's not funny that someone lost their job, and that the work you put in on this project didn't work. But I think
she didn't lose her job. She walked away.
Well, yeah. Well, now with the information you're saying she walked away. So
yeah, she said that they kept turning down her scripts, and she was like, "Well, they're not aligning with my vision, so I'm not going to be part of the project."
Well, I just hope her vision wasn't to bring Steve Trevor back again. I mean, look, bro. Yeah. Look. It's just very hard to hear her on some of these issues and things she was raising up, while also having Wonder Woman basically just molest some other dude because to her he appeared as Trevor, and in the meantime their souls switched. So this guy, like, it was crazy. That's a crazy concept that they let her just put in that movie just to have Trevor come back,
just out of nowhere.
Very insane.
That was weird.
Once this got announced, people just went crazy online with how all the theories of how she was going to bring Treasure back. People had Wonder Woman putting Trevor in the fucking Steve Trevor. They had him put him in the Lazarus pit, all types of shit, man. Like, it was, yeah. The
Lazarus pit getting worked out.
They were on the internet going crazy with this news. Listen, man, respect to Patty Jenkins. I think the work that she did with the first Wonder Woman was solid. I think the second, yeah, she was. She just wasn't the main writer or anything.
She wasn't
like
the main
that.
writer. Yeah. Okay.
I think the second movie isn't even the worst movie. I think there was just potential for them to have been a little more bolder in some of their decisions, and cut out some of the fluff that was in that movie. It wasn't like it was the worst framework. It just didn't come together well and end on a high line.
What's the man's name?
Who?
The guy that was going to be brought back from the last sprint.
Steve Trevor.
They could literally have deleted him from the movie and nothing would have changed.
Yeah, nothing changed.
It would have been fine, bruh. He didn't have to be there.
I don't know what they're just. I mean, at this point, they might as well just give him a check and just have him sit around in random Marvel movies. Because
you could tell that she didn't really want to kill him in the first movie, so she brought him back.
I mean, not Marvel movies, DC movies. Well, yeah. Man. Look, I don't know. I'm confused by a lot of the actions that they've taken. Now we got all this shit on hold. Apparently, the Matt Reeves, Pattinson stuff is still good. All that stuff is still greenlit to go.
Thank God. I mean, I know it's more Batman, but still, I want more Batman.
The Flash stuff is still going forward. Apparently, obviously we knew about the Batgirl cancellation. I'm trying to think.
That still sucks.
There's been a lot more pickup about this. Green Lantern Corps with Jon Stewart kind of leading the new Green Lantern Corps.
Which should have been the thing from the jump, but corpo heads are stupid.
Hal Jordan is the whatever.
Everyone wants to see Hal again.
We don't. So that would be interesting
how they did Hal Jordan in that movie.
Which one? Oh, the animated one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They could do something like that in live action too.
They just need to get our Superman movie out. Like real rap, like it shouldn't be this hard.
Too.
Just they're being wishy-washy about that. I mean, I did see James Gunn some quote tweet going around. He was like, "Superman's our number one priority." And I'm like, all right. Yeah, all right. Let's see.
Number one priorities, boy.
It can't all be number one.
Yeah, because Batman
can't that many times.
One.
Right.
Batman looking real number one. Tell me all you want about Superman and all these other projects. Batman looking real number one. But at least to our knowledge, the Blue Beetle movie is still on track.
Oh, thank God.
That's solid.
Somehow that made it out unscathed, but Batgirl didn't.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Now it's gonna have Michael Keaton Batman
man.
too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was. So look, man. Look, I think James Gunn is sitting somewhere 50-50. I think we can't really judge him till we see some more fruits of his labors. I think we need to see a movie that comes from him fully originally, or from his brain, see how they kind of are setting things up. And then from there, we can start to judge what he's doing. I mean, I think he is making some bold decisions to have this creative vision they have in place, and to let it fly. I mean, we were all over the place with movie tones. That was one of the main issues I told y'all before. How are we ever going to cross Shazam over with Black Adam when the tones of the first movie is so lighthearted? And I mean, Black Adam still kind of played it safe. But James Gunn, he seems to be really willing to go push the boundaries. He'll go find that, D-list character and play it for you, and put him in a movie and make him like his crazy character. He is an interesting guy when it comes to the superhero stuff. So, and DC has a bunch of random dope characters to pick from. I seen somebody posting saying that he's been looking at Mr. Terrific as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. You got some cool potential in the DC universe. I think I think all we can do at this point is just kind of sit back and watch and see how things play themselves out over the next couple of years as contracts wind down, obligations wind down. New deals with people are being made. Then we'll see. I think they said Titans is still going strong.
Bruh.
Strong?
I forgot about Titan season 4.
Me too.
We started it. We burst through the first 3 episodes they dropped.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think we're like, why are we doing this to ourselves?
I have not watched a single thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's
because I got a war, really. Once I got into that, I was like, shit, I ain't watching much else. Outside of Chainsaw Man and anime. Now that shit's turning up.
I just you guys gotta see it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys haven't even started it?
No.
Oh man, I don't know if you. I'm curious to see if you guys want to stick to it.
Oh, that's a challenge. All right, bet. Wait, how many episodes have you seen?
I've only seen the first 3 they dropped. They've
since
dropped 3 more, I believe. So
that's interesting.
Hmm.
First 3, Andor.
I would say watch Andor first.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, start with some quality first.
Yeah.
And I'm already watching that, so yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do that. Yeah, it's a priority this week. I'm not gaming like that right now. I'm just kind of chilling. I think I'll do
man.
that.
I need to get my Andor and my Hero caught up, man. I'm way behind on My Hero. Jalen's gonna kick my ass.
I mean, are you following?
I heard the new season of My Hero is actually pretty good, though.
Yeah, he be texting me about it all the time to tell me how dope it is and how I'm still behind.
I'm way
behind. Yeah, I'm so behind on a lot of shows.
Well,
I'm
behind.
super behind.
I'll watch that since I'm super caught up on Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, you ahead of all of us, man. You finished Andor?
Ian got extra content he watching now.
He's just doing it for funsies.
Actually, for funsies, when watching Naruto now.
Excuse me.
Shitting on that show for a long time, and I figured.
Like OG Naruto, or you're watching
OG Naruto, not Boruto.
You gonna pronounce it right, or
is it Boruto? Baruto?
It's Boruto.
Boruto, okay, like burrito, but the other way.
Oof. Well, it's recorded. So anyway, OG Naruto is still solid. That's still solid. Shippuden, don't talk to me about that. But original Naruto,
Shippuden is trash.
I just didn't watch all of it. That's all. It just got a little too much, and then they didn't focus on a lot of the side characters. I'm not expecting Naruto and gang, but a lot of the characters got either their own shine in certain arcs, or they got fleshed out well enough in the original Naruto show. After that, it was like Akatsuki's happening. Okay, cool. We can reanimate people. The what they call the Ninja War, and Madara was Himothy. Holy shit, stuff like that. But anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah, man. I don't know how y'all feel about all this DC mess going on, but it does seem like James Gunn is at least trying to clean it up. Like or disagree or agree with his decisions. I mean, I agree with the Patty Jenkins one.
When I saw that, I was like, okay.
I think they saved us.
Things are happening.
I think that's probably the first wave of James Gunn and the other guys
cleaning house.
That's too bad. I don't know the other guy's name that's helming DC movie stuff. But
Pete Sanfran.
Pete Sanfran. Okay, I just got to commit his name to memory. He's not, just don't.
San Francisco.
All right.
I'm doing the outro. So thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. After that one, we gotta skedaddle.
It's 1 o'clock. That's why. It's the version of Ian you get at 1 o'clock.
Yeah. It's the version of Ian you get at 1 o'clock. Yeah, no. But yeah, man. Yeah. All we can do is be along for the ride. At least somebody's bold enough to make some calls and they're trying something.
Yeah.
Let's see if we enjoy it or hate it later, but we're at least trying something. So that's where I'm at, and I'm going to lay off my James Gunn hate for at least a month or two.
Honestly,
it's only fair.
Let's let Guardians
do him.
Well, actually, that's a long time. That's like 5-6 months.
Yeah, exactly. He did me a favor. I'm gonna do him a favor. And kudos to him if he can keep Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, because I think she's a great Wonder Woman.
I think I saw a report that
I
said
think she was just wasted.
She said that she's still
She's
going to be Wonder
grown
Woman.
into a good
Okay,
Wonder Woman.
perfect. Good.
Yeah, I thought
I think she's a good Wonder Woman. I just think she was kind of suckered into
bad
playing that
shit.
role.
Playing
Yeah.
some roles that were just made
Playing that
softer for no
version.
reason. Yeah. They didn't let her really unleash. Then they have like one little moment where she's unleashing on some random thing or item or whatever. Anyways, I won't dive into it. But yeah, man. Yeah, it should be cool. So we will see. Hopefully we get some good shit out of them. I'm excited. Well, I can't say I'm excited, but I'm curious. I will not lie. I am curious. James Gunn, you. Yeah, but you earned yourself 2 months, so I won't say much. But all right, man. Cool. Thank y'all for jumping back into the podcast fire with me. We are here. We are what? 2 weeks away from Christmas. The most wonderful time of the year.
God, it doesn't feel like it. This year's almost over.
We're just about a week out from Ian's birthday. Right?
Day of our Lord.
You know what's funny? What's funny? That I'm glad you said that too. My Google Assistant today was like, I think I have some of all of us's birthdays in the calendar, and it hit me with had like the birthday icon, and it said, "Ian's birthday's coming soon. Do you want to plan something?" And I was like, "Look at Google looking out."
Proactive as hell. Yeah.
I do want to plan actually.
Oh man,
smart house ass nigga.
Oh shit.
Nah. Yeah, man. And actually, you know what? Since we're recording this, when we started recording this was the 11th. So we're actually 6 days from Ian's birthday. But when we started recording this, it was my mom's birthday. So shout out to my mom.
Hey, fellow Saggy.
All right, man. So yeah, hey man, like I said, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you think about Ian's little comments. He's saying weird shit. I don't know. He talking about things are saggy or saggy. I can't
saggy.
Keep
See,
up.
if I said saggy,
I can't keep up. I can't keep up with these December niggas. I don't know about that. All right, man. But like, share, comment, subscribe. Most importantly, enjoy. It's 2 ugly nerds, but there's 3 of us as always. Peace.
Ho 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 ho.
The draw was really holding that in.
I'm gonna need you to hold your horses with that one.
Oh man.
We out you.